Hi, I'm Sonicguru, and welcome to another episode of Blue Blur. This time we're taking a look at another part of the Sonic lore that has more than one variation. Who are Sonic's parents?
I long for my children, but I have to wait. To act too soon could seal their fate.
Throughout Sonic's 24-year history, not once has Sonic's parents been referenced or mentioned in games, but rather in comics and animation. Not just one set, but 3 different mothers and 2 fathers. Sonic's first parents were shown in a 1992 Shogakukan manga strip written by Kenji Terada and illustrated by Sango Norimoto. The series followed the adventures of Nikki, a young hedgehog who, through some manner, was able to transform into Sonic the Hedgehog. Nikki lives in a world similar to modern-day Japan with his parents Paulie and Brenda, as well as a little sister Anita. His friends were a pudgy hedgehog named Little John and Amy, who was also Nikki's girlfriend. The strip also featured Tails, who knew of Nikki's alter ego, and an early version of Charmy Bee. Unfortunately, not much about this series is known as copies of the original strips were not collected and are extremely rare. Years later, we were introduced to Sonic's parents, Jules and Bernadette, or Bernie for short, in the pre-Super Genesis wave of the Archie Sonic the Hedgehog comics. Both Bernie and Jules were agents of King Aekon's special forces during the Great War. Following the takeover of Dr. Ivor Robotnik, Bernie and Jules were subsequently roboticized and became mindless servants. Years later, when their free will was restored, Bernie was de-roboticized, whereas Jules remained a Robian due to the injuries he sustained during the Great War. Despite this, he and Bernie continued to be the father and mother Sonic lacked for many years, even coming to his defense in several situations. And finally, in Sonic Underground, we were introduced to Queen Alina, the mother of Sonic and his siblings Manic and Zonia. Queen Alina was the former ruler of Mobius before she was deposed at the hands of Dr. Robotnik. She was forced to abandon her children and leave them with 3 separate families in order to protect them. Years later, the Oracle who warned Alina of this deadly fate helps reunite the triplets so they can work together in search of their mother. Throughout the series, Alina helps Sonic, Manic and Zonia along the way by leaving cryptic messages and clues for them to find, and several times intervene directly to save her children. According to prophecy, the Queen and her children will one day reunite and form the Council of 4, bringing about Robotnik's defeat. Due to the cancellation of the series, this never occurred in an episode, but it's highly likely that if it wasn't cancelled, the prophecy would have come true. This may surprise you, but there is no theory to this. At all. Any theory I structured could have easily been broken down by all manner of things, such as the comics and cartoons being non-canon, or the question being addressed to Sonic's friends. I had many, such as Sonic and his friends being orphans either because of Eggman roboticizing their parents, or them being able to care for him at a young age. Personally, I played around the idea that Queen Alina was his mother along with Zonia, but an attempted coup for the throne forced her to give them up and entrust them to her handmaiden and longtime friend Bernie, to take them out of the kingdom and raise them both as her own. If you're wondering why Manic wasn't mentioned, it's because I don't really like him. Bottom line, this is one of those theories where fanfiction and fan comics hit to shine and create chapters of Sonic's early life, before he became the hero of today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, favourite, share with your friends on social media, be it Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, this Google Plus little thing right now, or whatever social media that I don't have. Also, Xbox Show over on Patreon, $1 or $2 a month. Be very thankful you do. Also, Blue Blur t-shirts are available on Spreadshirt right now. Link is in the description, or just click on my chest to go to the Spreadshirt merchandise, since annotations allow me to do that now. What else? The annotations. Here, tell you a playlist of the Blue Blur videos, Season 2, or Season 1. There'll be a link in the description to both seasons. And this one will be 3 reasons why Sonic Runs is back. I will say it has gotten a bit better in performance, but it's still overheats the system, and it's still a gambling machine. Okay. Kind of spoiled the video now. You can watch anything if you subscribe. Got Let's Plays as well.